Hey boys and girls. All right, high frequency words, or our vocabulary that's usually on our tests. These are on page 503 of your reading textbook. So go ahead and turn there and we're going to go over them and read the story with them in it and talk about their meanings. Okay, our first word, we're going to find all the words in yellow. So our first word that we find in yellow is an assembly. An assembly is where you get a group together to get information. So think about this like whenever we go to the sanctuary of the church and somebody's speaking to us about different things. It's an assembly. Or we go to the gym and somebody's speaking to us about different things. Okay, next word, election. The country has an election. Well, we are at an advantage this week, boys and girls. At the beginning of the year, remember, we held a class presidential election and we had 2 candidates, and Chloe won because we chose the candidate that was most Christ-like and had a biblical view of how to run our classroom or country. Okay, so remember that. So an election is where you vote on things. Sometimes we vote on Fridays which movie to watch. Okay, next word, rallies. Congress, it says a person who wants to be in Congress has rallies. It means that they gather up a bunch of people that think the same way and get them and persuade them and speak to them and kind of rally together as a group that all are fighting for the same purpose or the same things. Next, we have speeches. Speeches is where I'm talking about a topic to a group of people. I may be trying to persuade them to like something that I like. I may be encouraging them. I'm giving a speech. Okay, microphone. Well, we all know what that is. It's what Miss Flo holds on Chapel Day. It's what we hold whenever we're trying to project our voice. What singers sing with, to project your voice so that you can speak to a large number of people. And slogan. Slogan is our last word. And slogan is kind of like a catchphrase. Like Miss Ernest used the Burger King one. It's you can't always have it you can have it your way. Subway is eat fresh. That's kind of their slogan. Something that means something to them. So I'm going to read Marcus and Jen to you. And let's listen for those high frequency words and hear their meaning. Marcus and Jen are friends. Marcus talked about his trip to Washington, D.C. It was fun, he said. I got to see Capitol Hill. That's where members of Congress meet. It's an assembly. So the assembly was where members of Congress meet. Jen asked, what do they do there? Marcus shrugged. They make laws for our country, he said. How does someone become a member of Congress? Asked Jen. The country has an election, so the people vote them in. The people vote for who they want, said Marcus. A person who wants to be in Congress has rallies. He or she gives speeches using a microphone so they can hear him or her talk. So at these rallies where they're gathering people together, they're giving speeches and using a microphone. Those are all 3 words that go together sometimes. So everyone can hear him or her talk. Then that person meets people and asks for everyone's vote. The person becomes a member if he or she gets enough votes. That person may use a slogan too. So remember, boys and girls, when you become an adult and you're old enough to vote, we use our biblical foundation to choose the people that we vote for. We talked about that before in social studies. Why would that person use a slogan? Asked Jen. It helps people remember to vote for them, said Marcus. I wish I could visit Washington, D.C., said Jen. I'm sure you will someday, said Marcus. Okay, so now that we understand our high frequency words, your next step is to do page 530 and use our high frequency words in these different sentences. I will do the first one with you. Carlos spoke at the school on Thursday morning. So if I'm going to go somewhere where I give maybe a speech and have a rally, I'm going to an assembly. So the first one is assembly. You can do the rest of these on your own. Okay? You've been doing a great job, boys and girls. I'm very proud of you. Bye.